Good morning, everybody. Scott over here at Enduro America. We're in the garage today, and we've got kind of a different project. Stay tuned. All right, so I bought what I believe is a Doodlebug mini bike. I went ahead and tore this thing down. Pretty rough shape. The fenders are kind of all bent up. This one's got some damage on the front here. You can see the sides. The thing's probably been run into something at some point. Tires are in a really rough shape. The engine is, from what I can gather, is like from a 1968-ish Briggs & Stratton 2-horsepower motor. 6067, I can't remember the exact model number on it. 6010 something, I don't remember. We can go look at it. The frame is pretty straight. Everything looked good there. It's dirty, so we're gonna have to get this cleaned up. So I've already bought like tires and a couple other things. I'm gonna do a hydraulic brake conversion to this in hopes that it'll stop a little bit better than these. I have not touched this motor. I don't know if it runs. Alright, so this is test number 1. I just went through and cleaned the carburetor. I took the case off of this deal here and kind of cleaned up that flywheel where the magnet was. I've got fuel in here. I've kind of tried to prime it a little bit. I actually took this off and I was priming it with the drill. Seems like it has good compression. So let's see what happens when we try to pull her over now. I can't really set the throttle, and I should have a fire extinguisher in here, but I don't. This is what I'm going to have to use to shut it off, I guess. I don't have anything else. Well, that sounds promising. I don't know if it'll need choke or not. I'll give it a little. I did notice that it has a little bit of, you can see the seat cover's all tore up too. I mean, it's loose, the tank and stuff, so somebody's been in here messing around with it at some point. But it's in rough shape. Looks like it's missing. I think there was a little switch deal right here for the shut-off to kind of automatically kill it. But it's already got a little clutch system and stuff on it, which, again, not 100% sure if that's working or not. Usually, I don't know, do they spin like that? Who knows? So my thoughts with this one are, I've got a 1-year-old daughter, and this little bike, I've always wanted to do a mini bike build. So I've got some weird ideas, and my wife, don't tell her, had a Louis Vuitton purse that I cut up. And I'm hoping to take this in and have the local upholstery guy do it in like a Louis Vuitton type setup, so it's a little more fancy. I mean, it's going to be a bougie mini bike for sure. I'm going to experiment with these tires. I'm not 100% sure if these are what's going to go on there, if I'll put a little more street-oriented tire on it. But yeah, some little projects around the shop. I picked up a couple sheets of sandpaper, and I'm going to try this Bear. I've never used this paint before. I was talking with the guy at the store, and he said this is like as premium as it gets as far as spray paint goes, so who knows. But Bear Antique Copper is what the frame is going to be. So we're going to clean everything up, sand it down. We're going to do this etching primer, and then we're going to apply this. The wheels, I'm not sure what color we're going to do the wheels yet. I might do the same color as that antique copper. So just kind of ties in. And then I think I'm going to replace these fenders with chrome fenders, and I'm not 100% sure yet. I got to see kind of how everything turns out, but these are in pretty rough shape. I don't think I'm going to reuse the fenders. I mean, I could probably go ahead and pound some of this back and fix the front. Yeah, same thing on this one. I mean, it's got dents and stuff all over the place. We could probably reform these a little bit and do a little actual body work. But for like $40, it looked like you could get brand new fenders, chrome ones. So I might take that route just to kind of fancy it up a little bit. But we're going to do some upgrades to it. I think it's probably going to get a different motor. So stay tuned on that. I picked up some new valve stems for the wheels, so when I put the new tires on after I paint them, we'll get that going. And then it needs a new chain too. She's pretty rusty. I don't know that I'm going to get that out of there. So all this stuff's going to get kind of cleaned up. All the hardware. I do have to buy new hardware for the motor mounts. This is what they had on here. I just stuck them in a bag, but they were like these giant nuts they used as spacers. So I mean, it was kind of ridiculously put together. You could tell like somebody was rigging this thing up over the years. I mean, and it's pretty old. I mean, the fact that it has the disc brake, I'm not sure what year this is, but I know this motor is really old. So I'm assuming at some point some of this was either upgraded, redone. This was originally the Baja. There's one of these bikes, Baja Racer is what it said on it. Yeah, right here. So there's one of these bikes on eBay right now for like $900. So I thought, wow, maybe I got a great deal on this. But it needs pretty much everything. So again, there is the next project in the Enduro America garage. We're going to go through this thing. Stay tuned if you're into this mini bike type stuff. I'll have an actual build video once I get a little farther. I'll probably clean all of this up, and then I'll start another video while we paint everything, prime everything, paint everything, and get it all tidied.